Well, hello everybody. How are you today? It's Wayne with you here on the Sports Fix. In regional Victoria, we take a look at the Wimmera Football League, also the Horsham District, and a couple of other bits and pieces as we cover off on what's happening on our daily Sports Fix. Let's firstly go to Wimmera Football, and it was another particularly good performance by Ararat. They got up and won 12-8-80 to beat the Horsham Saints 11-7-73. It's kind of what they call an 8-point game, that one, because both clubs were roundabouts and looking maybe for that fifth place on the ladder. In other games, Dimboola showed why they're right up at the top with a big win over the Warwick Eagles, 20 goals, 19, 139 to the Eagles, 5-7-37. The Eagles had shown a little bit of form in recent weeks to be competitive, but in this match they were blown away by a much better Roos side with Lant and his goals, 5 of them being the best player, and Dane Stewart again being a good player for the Warwick Eagles. It was a particularly good performance by the Southern Mallee Giants, and they were too good in the end for the Horsham D's. 16-12, 108. They got up over the D's, 7-9-51. And kicking goals again is what they've been able to do in the last couple of weeks, with Dinham this time leading the way with 6. Cook, who booted 4, he was the star last week. This time it was Dinham. Lyndon, their best player. Also, along the way, Stewart played well, and White was pretty good too. And in the reserve grade, the Southern Mallee Giants were able to get along and again play some pretty good football to come up with a win. While in the 14-year-old bracket, they didn't get a win, the Southern Mallee Giants, but they did keep the Horsham D's to 3 quarters before they were mercy ruled. Finally, in senior football in Wimmera, and emerging as a league leader and a favourite for the flag, as they have been since the start of the season, Minyat Matoa 16-14, 110, too good for Stawell, 5-14, 44. And Stawell, of course, were undefeated before this match. Ison with 7 goals was the best player, Petering very good too. Ica for Stawell with a couple. Williams okay, but in the end they weren't any match for the Minyat Matoa side, who go to the top of the ladder, which has been a terrific performance by them, as they have really shown that they are going to be a side that's going to be hard to beat. They're followed by the Southern Mallee Giants. Both are 4-1, and then we have Stawell at 5-1. They've had the extra game that they've played. Dimboola at 4-1, and the Horsham Saints 2-3. Horsham 2-3. Ararat are 3-3, but they have played the extra game. Okay, let's now go to Horsham District football. And it was another good round, and emerging as the league leader, the one to beat Narrajua Quantong, 12-12-84, beat Harrow Balmoral 12-11-83. It doesn't get much closer than that, and it sends Narrajua Quantong to the top of the table. They're percentage clear now of Rapanya. Rapanya also had a particularly good game. They beat Kalkia, the other top side, 13-15-93 to 7-10-52. So Rupp certainly playing well and in second place. Japarrat Rainbow beat Conniva Leord 19-11-125 to 7 goals, 850. And the Cougars, after that win the week before to start their season off, they certainly met a much better side in Japarrat Rainbow at Rainbow. Ben Warren, the boy from Norwood, kicked 11 goals for the Storm, and they'd be pretty happy with that. In other matches, it was a good effort from Laharam, 11-12-78, beating Pimpernaya 9-4-58, whilst there was Nadimuck United 24 goals, 8, 152. Too good for the poor old Eden Apsley Saints, 8-11-59. And from here, it's going to be a very long season for the Saints. It was 12 goals to Koenig out of those 24, and he was amongst the better players for Nadimuck. 4 goals to Walker for Eden Hope Apsley on the day. So that is a look at Horsham District. Just a couple of notes on the weekend. We'll have a look at Golden Rivers tomorrow, but Nullawil's win over Mullameen, it was 1-2, and they absolutely throttled them. Gee, must be something to say about that league, and how Nullawil now are so far and above and away a better side in that competition than all other sides, and one has to ask the question about that in the long term, whether that's good for Golden Rivers. We'll look at those results tomorrow, but also as we talk about that region, Wycheproof-Narraport had a meeting on Monday night, and I'm told that it was regarded regarding a vote as to next season and the future of the club. The club was looking at whether or not it would seek a amalgamation with Charlton. We'll get more detail on that. The vote closes, we're told, on Wednesday night. So as that comes to hand, we'll give you an update for it. But certainly some moves happening around the North Central and Mallee part of Victorian football for next season, and we'll keep you updated here on the Sports Fix. And I'm Wayne Phillips. Thanks for your company.